funny, squirrel. Remember Chille DeCastro? That dunce cap is currently stuck doing 180 days in the dungeon. Yeah, I saw his whole arrest on Team Skeptic's channel. Hello, squirrel. Guess what, squirrel? Chille's in jail. Yeah, he is. Our efforts are paying off.
And welcome to today's video. Today is a glorious day here at Team Skeptic, as my best friend, Chille DeCastro, also known as Delete Laws, finally got what he deserved. Now, before we get started, I'd like to give a special shout out to Our Nevada Judges, which is the YouTube channel that's responsible for bringing us this timeless classic. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have video footage of a retarded gorilla going to jail. Now, we have 2 videos to cover today, so welcome to Amsterdam, and let's begin.
Oh, Jose DeCastro? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, Mr. DeCastro, this is an obstructing or falsely charges. Case 24-006842. Obviously, I'm going to ask you, you understand your proceedings are being filmed?
Of course.
Okay,
They're here,
right, okay, and just so that the record's clear, you have no objection to that?
Of course not.
Okay.
I would like the transparency.
Oh, no, that's fine. I need to ask that. City, there's no other issues for you with respect to this being filmed? Okay. All right, Mr. DeCastro, did you get a copy of the complaint?
I did. The only question I have is who's the prosecutor? What's the prosecutor's name?
Well, let me ask a couple questions, then we'll get into what your questions are. Did you review and understand this?
I don't understand it. I don't understand how I can be charged with obstruction for filming a cop.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
So I'm asking a much more basic question. You do not have to agree with this.
Do I understand I'm charged with a misdemeanor?
Yes.
I do understand I'm charged with a misdemeanor.
Okay, that's literally it.
I have trial tomorrow for the exact same thing 1 year ago.
In this jurisdiction?
Yeah. I don't think anyone's surprised that this isn't the first time that dipshit DeCastro has had to face criminal charges. But if you ask him, he's never committed a crime in his life.
Right.
And all the evidence that exists out there...
Although he's joined prison gang. He joined a prison gang, remember?
No, I don't want to get into any of that. Today we're just here for the purposes of this. It's a very procedural type of thing today for the arraignment. So you do understand what you got charged with. You do not have to agree with this. This is just an allegation. So you don't need me to read it to you.
I don't.
Okay, very good. And are you planning on hiring an attorney to represent yourself?
I will have a standby attorney for this case.
You will have a standby
Yes.
attorney. Okay.
Because I think that I'm going to win this easy on film, and I wasn't obstructing
Okay,
anybody.
all right. So
Is this the prosecutor, Matthew
okay,
B. Walker?
let me do my part first, and then we can get into what it is. So, because I need to know, are you proceeding on your own? Do you want to have an attorney? Because I will give you time to talk to an attorney on your own if that's the route that you would like to go.
I will have a standby attorney for this case.
So typically, I would set this for a pre-trial to give you an opportunity to obtain discovery and for your attorney to find out whatever all is associated with this.
Sure.
So I can set that over for a pre-trial date to give you the opportunity to do that. Would you like to do that?
Great.
Okay. And then what is it that you need to tell me without talking about the facts?
I just need to know if this is the prosecutor's name. Is that the person prosecuting, Matthew B. Walker?
That is a good question. I will tell you that the city attorney is Jeffrey Durakat, and that's the person's name on the upper left-hand corner of the complaint. Matthew Walker is a deputy city attorney who actually prosecutes this case. Depends on the office.
I'm going to sue him for malicious prosecution. I'm going to sue everybody involved. I'm going to sue the cops. I'm going to sue the county. As someone who's been sued by Mr. DeCastro several times, I can tell you with a certain degree of certainty that you have nothing to worry about. He has never won a case against a tyrannical police officer or a police department, and has only existed to fuck up the lives of other people
And to
who are
waste
currently
more
going through the
time.
system. It's why I stand up against
Tying
people
up
like
the
him, so that we don't
courts.
have another Deborah getting thirsted in an Oklahoma jail because she listened to Chille
Deborah.
DeCastro. But fear not, Chille.
You
because
know-
by the end of this video,
Rumor has it Deborah is still waiting for her thirst to be quenched to this very day. Rumor has it.
you will have earned yourself enough law library time that maybe you might get the next one right.
I appreciate you having an opinion. Today's just the arraignment.
I got you.
Saying all these things, we're here for your misdemeanor case,
Sure,
okay?
but there's a bigger issue. There's transparency in the courtroom, which is the best thing that can possibly happen. And now the people get to hear that I'm going to sue Jeffrey, and I'm going to sue Matthew, and I'm going to sue
So
every
here's
one
what
of
we're not
those
going to
guys.
do, Mr. DeCastro. This is not going to be a personal pulpit for your, philosophical difference or belief. You have the media here, and that's fine. This is an open court. But I don't want you to start saying things too far extraneous.
Yeah, making a show out of the fucking court.
That's why. No, do not interrupt me. Because that's what we're here for, okay? So here's the thing.
No, they're there to make a mockery out of the
There-
system.
That's
That's what
two-sided
Chille's
thing.
here
You represent yourself,
for.
so I'm having this conversation with you. All these statements that you're saying can also potentially be used against you because you're getting recorded. So just so you understand. So here's what we're going to do. Assuming you're entering a not guilty plea.
Does the misdemeanor carry jail time?
Possibly, yes.
Possible jail time. So you said a second ago that this is a misdemeanor case as though it's something minor, but I can be put in a dungeon and walked away.
Yes, sir.
That's absolutely what's about to happen to you.
What a dunce cap.
So that's true.
Did I imply that this was minor?
Okay.
By
That's a big
saying
deal.
that it's a
It's a
misdemeanor?
big deal.
Okay.
Okay,
Mr.
thanks.
DeCastro, let's not get off on the wrong foot. I have my job to do, and I'm not trying to engage in a conversation that's adversarial with you today.
No, I'm not trying to be. I like you a lot. I think you look like a real nice person.
Okay.
I got nothing against you
So
personally.
we're going to end on a not guilty plea
Thank you.
on your behalf
Thank
today.
you.
I'm going to reset this for a pre-trial. I do need to understand because you said you were going to have standby counsel. So are you going to represent yourself primarily, or do you want to have that conversation, come back with your attorney? Because there's certain procedural things I'll need to do to protect due process and your due process. If you want to go ahead and represent yourself.
Right. No, I'm going to have a standby attorney, and that has to do with a few different things. But I should probably consult with an attorney before I say anything. So
Absolutely, yeah, that's fine. And I would rather that you protect yourself because we're recording, and that is where I'm coming from and the kind of conversations and comments that I'm making to you today. So you are obviously entitled to represent yourself. That is your right. But let's do this. Let's get you a pre-trial date, and that date ordinary course from private attorney will be May 1st at 1:30. May 1st at 1:30?
I think I have.
Do you need a different date?
I may. I may need a different date because I have a different thing in Indiana. I'm just not sure. Can I just look at my phone real quick at my calendar here?
Here's a not so friendly suggestion for you, Chille. Open your calendar up to September 20th because that's the earliest it's going to free up.
And Your Honor, I have absolutely nothing against you. I'm not in any way adversarial to you
Okay,
at all.
I'm glad to hear that, Mr.
I
Jackson, because we may be on this case
I have
tomorrow.
nothing against
Okay.
you. I don't know you. You seem like a nice person to me. I couldn't possibly hold anything against you personally. So I'm just looking for the date that I have in Indiana. I sue lots of cops all around the country. I help
Shut up, Chille.
if they violate people's rights. So I have a case in Indiana, but I'm just looking for the date. And that May 1st,
Yes, at 1:30.
can't talk, I'm in court. The judge is looking at me.
Is it easier if I give you a different date and then you look at that?
Well, I'm just not sure if it's May 1st or June 1st. I'm just gonna go there because I'm assisting with the financing of filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against these cops who arrested this man for filming cops. So I just wanna make sure that I'm there when that happens, you know what I mean?
He
It's
knows
a lot of
his
work, so
live stream is watching,
I'm just
or
texting
even
that
if
right
it's
now.
not
Okay.
his live stream. He knows he's got viewers that are fucking watching.
Because then we have to reset it again. If it's possible for my attorney to be here and me not to be here,
Absolutely.
well then we
He's
can set
gonna
for
drag
date.
it out as long as he
That's
can.
fine. You will need to inform
make
your
a
attorney
longer
on that date, and then
video.
they will do it for you. If nobody's there on that day, that would be a problem.
That would be a bad day.
Right, so you would need to be here if in fact this is not your attorney that you're gonna hire, because then I need to figure out if you need more time or.
No, I already have an attorney retained.
Okay, so we will keep the May 1st, 1:30 date for your standby attorney to appear for you, and you do not need to appear on that date as long as your lawyer is here.
What time is that at?
1:30 in the afternoon, and you are in Department 1, May 1st.
Department 1 at 1:30.
June 1st, 1:30. Wear your nicest jumper and some orange lipstick to match, Chillito. All right, so that's the end of the first video. Now on to the second one, which occurred the very next day. And let's just say Chille wasn't prepared for this one. Okay.
This ought to give YouTube plenty of time to find the inactive accounts that are subscribed to Chille's channel and fucking get rid of those fake bot accounts. Those bot subscribers. Get rid of them, YouTube.
Thank you.
Run your algorithm properly.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agnes Costello, the case of the record. Good morning, State.
Good morning, Mike. On behalf of the Veterans President.
So I have signed 2 media requests that permit recording or photographing these proceedings, but I have not granted any other requests to record or live stream these proceedings. So I need Mr. DeCastro and everybody else who wants to stay in the courtroom to surrender their phones, or you can leave.
Yeah, make sure.
I need Mr. DeCastro to empty all of his pockets.
What's that? Yeah, your pockets and your phones. Have to give you my phones?
Yeah.
My phones have to be off.
Yeah. I don't really want to be part of your YouTube channel.
You already are.
Great.
You already are.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna get into this guy. I'll do something else.
No, they're gonna go to my marshal.
He's a pig.
Excuse me?
I said he's a pig.
Okay.
Chille, that was stupid. I guess your 3 functioning brain cells weren't firing properly there, were they? Because you just insulted the judge's bailiffs. And there's a 100% chance that when they find you guilty, that little unnecessary comment is going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah, like that.
So I'm not gonna permit you to
Like a
speak to anybody in my
squirrel
courtroom.
eating a peanut.
And if you don't want to apologize,
Bet.
I'm gonna hold you in contempt.
I apologize to the court, Your Honor.
No,
Dunce
don't
cap.
apologize to- they've done
Get the
nothing to you.
flock out of here. Get Chille the flock out of here.
Okay, well,
I always respect the laws of the court. I follow the law all the time.
no, it is their job to maintain the safety and security of the court.
I agree with you, Your Honor.
So if
Yeah.
you want to speak like that in my courtroom, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. And if I hold you in contempt, you're going to jail. That is not my wish. Okay?
I wish you would.
All right. So I need you to empty your pockets too. Suit pocket, pants pocket.
This is illegal. This is a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I don't have any recording devices on me. What are you talking about?
How about you? Suit jacket.
Aw, what are you doing outside?
Yes, it is.
I mean, you're
Hold
going
on,
to.
hold on.
They're recording everything.
They have a video request.
Right, and I'm not recording anything. Your guy here took my phone, so his phone's not on it. Take the lawyer's phone too?
No, I'm not gonna take the lawyer's phone. Who's an officer of the court? All right, do we have everybody's phones? Are they off? All right, good, all right. All right, this is the time set for the trial of Skeptic versus Jose DeCastro, 22 CR 013015. State ready to proceed.
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
How many witnesses do you have?
Please just take one.
All right, is the defense ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
All right. I have your request to convert counsel to standby counsel. I have request.
No.
To represent him, or he should have previously requested a Florida canvas to represent himself. I just consider that a delay tactic, so that request is denied.
At this point, I'm just going to skip over the officer's testimony and go straight to Chille. And if you really want to watch the full trial, then you should head over to our Nevada Judge's channel, as he's the one that actually put in the work and deserves your view.
Does the defense have any witnesses?
All right, all of us, DeCastro.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Please be seated.
Mr. DeCastro, before you testify, I'm obligated to inform you that you have the right to testify in this proceeding, that you also have the right to remain silent, and should you choose to remain silent, I may not hold that against you in making my decision. Do you understand that?
I do.
Do you still wish to testify?
Yes, I do.
All right, please go ahead.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
Can you give some insight into what that channel is about?
Objection, relevance.
What's the relevance?
Your Honor, the relevance is that we're presenting a First Amendment defense, and the defendant is a member of the press. There's different standards for First Amendment rulings where there's a public policy at issue. Can you give insight into that?
His YouTube channel is
And
a
allow
pyramid
it to go ahead
scheme.
and see where it goes.
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel, and the reason I have a YouTube channel is because of how many cops kill people every year, how many cops hurt, maim, torture, rape, and kill people every single year. It's such an epidemic that the rest of the world, I get thousands of emails saying, only in America does this happen. I started filming cops because when I was cheated in 2002,
Objection at this point, relevance,
Well, this is the Richard Freeman member of the
this
press.
narrative,
They didn't ask why you started your channel, idiot.
What type of films do you make for your YouTube channel?
I only film police. In their
Liars.
capacity,
Liar.
across the country and across the world.
Yeah, you're internationally known as a living meme who's too big for kids' clothing, but too small for adults.
And why do you engage in that type of film?
So I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Need to direct your questions about the incident in question.
The reason I was filming Mr. Ward that day.
objection, Your Honor. Oh, sorry.
So,
There wasn't a question posed, so.
Mr. DeCastro, on the question, why did you approach that vehicle?
I was filming that cop because that's what I do for a living. I'm a member of the press.
No, you're not.
To be press. I always.
A member of the press has been they've had background checks done on them. They can pass drug screenings. They can all be identified. They all run the risk of being fucking fired if they were to step out of line. Who keeps the frauditors in line? Huh? Who's vetting these fools?
First 10 seconds of engaging with police, and I have thousands of videos that prove this.
so this is how you make money.
This is not how specifically I make money. I make money from selling legal documents to people.
Whoops, looks like somebody just admitted to giving legal advice.
And that's what's up, Playboy.
Officer told you to back up,
Yes, I do.
and what did you do after he told you to back up?
I took a couple steps back. I just showed you up a little bit. However, if I may, in Arizona, they created a 10-foot law.
Objection, relevance, we're not in Arizona, it's the state of Nevada.
So I'm gonna allow it because I think that goes to why you kept seeing the video, even though I will take judicial notice that you're not in the state of Arizona, you're in the state of Nevada.
Well, a federal judge struck it down, Your Honor, and
So, you ask me a question?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Yes, Your Honor.
I won't be doing my videos by the door for much longer,
I
though.
was at least 10 feet away from that car.
Oh no, it's one of those really loud old cars.
When you spoke to the
It's
driver,
leaving, don't worry. There it goes, it was doing a U-turn.
that they people so often.
You damn
Speak to
fools!
the driver?
Yes.
And did you make any statements to the driver
We'll
after that?
move over in the
Absolutely not.
next street, so, yeah, see, we can still
Did the
hear
officer
them.
ever give you specific to throw back up to?
No, he didn't.
If you did, would you comply with that?
Sure.
Do you believe you were complying with the officer's commands?
100%. I also informed him I'm a member of the press and the constitutional law scholar. This is what I do.
Do you recall the officer explaining to you why he decided to arrest you?
There's several parts to the reason why he said he was going to arrest me. He said he was going to arrest me because I wouldn't turn my head a certain direction. If I didn't turn and face the car with my head, that he would place me under arrest instead of just giving me a ticket.
Chili, you'll never understand just how stupid you are. You just admitted that the officer gave you an option to turn around, face away from him during a basic detainment, or go to jail. And you chose jail. You brought this on yourself. So
Cops
there's
want
only
you
one
to
that you should be
face
suing.
away from them in case you're gonna spit on
Explain
them.
why he decided to detain you before he arrested you.
He decided to obtain me because he said I was obstructing, which, from my understanding, is a physical act where I would have to get.
Yeah, y'all don't say that when you think there's something scrambling your system.
Did he explain to you that the basis of your detention was related primarily to the issue of privacy or the issue of you backing up?
Well, I think from the officer's testimony, you can see that he's scared of the driver, scared of me, scared of everything. They teach them to be afraid of everything. So I had 2 cameras out. It's identified as a member of the press. I'm sorry, repeat the question. I want to get specific for this record.
Sure. The question was, did the officer explain to you that the basis of your detention was because of you not backing up or because of the privacy issue of the driver?
It was both. He said that, he told me to back up. I backed up a little bit, and he said, she deserves privacy. And then I told him to go get in your car, little doggy, and write your ticket. And at that point, his face turned to be red, and his veins and his neck stuck out. And we were over.
See, he thinks he looks cool. He's doing it for his viewers.
30 miles an hour.
Did you at any point attempt to hit
He thinks he's on a
No.
TV
Absolutely
show.
not.
This
Did you
is Chille's reality
intentionally
TV
swat any of the
show.
officers?
Absolutely not. He was giving me unlawful commands.
Main character syndrome, big
If he ever reaches a
time.
hand out towards me, I wrestle and teach MMA and I have for 30 years, so it's just a natural reaction as I'm retreating through somebody. If I may have put my hand up, as he said, as he testified himself, I certainly am a law-abiding citizen, I don't break the law. So I would not try to assault an officer under any circumstances.
But you did, and we all saw the video.
Is it possible that,
We
during
all
the
know about
interaction
your
there was any
GHB quest,
contact with
too.
the officer?
Sure, he decided to go hands-on with me when he was giving me my
None
law.
of his victims can remember being victimized. That's why it says you don't have any victims. They just can't remember.
Do you recall the officer ordering you to go to his patrol vehicle?
Because that's what GHB
And what was your
does.
response to that?
Initially, I told him no, but then when he began to get physical with me and start to grab me and touch me, I said, okay, I'll go over to your car. His car was 35 feet away, and then led him to his car. It's on video, you can see it. I was walking right up to his car, and then he insisted still on grabbing me. After he saw me pull out an additional phone, which that's what press people do. We have lots of cameras on us.
You're not a member of the press.
The officer that you were a member of the press.
Oh, several times.
There should be
Some transcripts, I've transcribed
some
myself
sort
several
of,
times.
he should get in trouble for impersonating a member of the press.
And did you explain to the officer that, you have a background in constitutional law?
Yes, I told him I'm a constitutional law scholar, which was the moniker given to me by other people who are also, they have their own channels, their own press, and that's what some other lawyers on another channel called me 3 years ago.
Frauditors don't want to
You can't make
identify
this shit up.
themselves
He's been
at
saying
all.
he's a constitutional law scholar
And they don't
because a
wanna
couple
tell
of random
people-
single-digit IQ tards on the internet told
Their live streams that are on their shoulder, all the anonymous viewers in that live stream, when they go into these city town hall meetings and the post office and the DMV, they don't realize they've got people in other countries looking at them in the face on the spot and without warning, while dudes harassing them trying to get an interview out of them of some sort. It's bullshit. All while cop baiting, just so they could try to sue the city somebody else is living in. Yeah. Bullshit.
me was. Well, Chille, about 100,000 of my subscribers have been telling you for years that you're a lead paint taste tester, so I guess it must be true.
Just to get some further background, were you looking for police to report?
YouTube needs to find all those inactive accounts on his channel
I was just in the parking lot there.
and fucking unsubscribe them.
Concerned for her safety, I began to film.
And why do you think that law enforcement
All the accounts that ain't leaving engagement anywhere.
Objection, vote yes.
Clear bots.
I'll pass away, sir.
I have no questions for the citizens. Thank you, sir. You step down.
I love it. The prosecutor's like, nope, I don't need to talk to this asshat. I'll just let the evidence and his own testimony speak for itself.
People do not need to be taking pointers from Chille DeCastro. Chille DeCastro just wants to use people as a pawn to make a longer video for the pyramid scheme that is his YouTube channel. People like Chille go around convincing other people to act as these pawns to create a longer video. He wants you to struggle. He wants the video to get dragged out. He wants the cops recognized and located. Yes, I know my fingers are dirty. I'm still packing and moving. I'm still moving. We're transferring our shit from one place to the next. And I cut myself, look, on accident. Look, I accidentally hurt myself on the fucking bottom. No, it was a porcelain. I got a boo-boo in the cat's water bowl. There was a chip in it.
Now let's hear the judge's ruling.
And Mr. DeCastro keeps me in. The problem with the argument that your attorney makes is it completely fails to consider the safety of the officer and the safety of the driver. The officer doesn't know who you are, and the driver doesn't know who you are. You don't
Exactly.
have any right to interfere with that officer doing his investigation and deciding if he wants to issue a ticket to this driver. And you also don't have any business.
He's
punching
here
the
to say
driver and
everything
asking for
needs
help.
to be live
The driver can
streamed
say, "Help, help,"
on
you know.
YouTube.
You didn't see an altercation happening between
That
the
ain't
officer
freedom.
and this driver. The officer didn't protest. That
That sounds like, you know what? Constant surveillance sounds like the very definition of us all living in a policed state. Yeah? Yeah? Everybody has to behave for that camera, and that camera is everywhere, and Chille's gonna share it, whether people like it or not.
You can film, it's fine, all right? But you did interfere with his investigation. You did interfere with his ability to do his job. You did put him in a position where he is concerned for his safety and the safety of the driver. So I think the state's met the burden beyond reasonable doubt. I'm going to find you guilty of obstructing a public officer and resisting a public officer. So I'd like to hear from the state and then your attorney, Tyler Simpson.
Your Honor, in terms of sentencing, I would ask the defendant to enter a complete an impulse control class. I would ask that the court levy a $500 fine or the equivalent of community service. I would ask that the defendant-
Yeah, community service is good. Fines, his subscribers will pay that shit off easy.
And that's on as to each count, Your Honor. That's how it
You know, those anonymous people in the chat, it's basically They're basically, what they're doing is they're bribing these frauditors to go into these specific places and to get these business cards and to show them to the camera. Every time they go and get license plates and they get names and they get badge numbers, they get cops to show up and they get more super chats. It's bribery. And when they're running a fucking members only live stream and they've got these anonymous people fucking bribing them for this intel on the spot and without warning, I don't know what y'all think, but to me that sounds like the very fucking definition of treason. Am I right or am I right? Because god damn it, I think I'm fucking right. Let's see, even the squirrels agree. Well, yeah, even the squirrels agree.
Even if the court concludes, and the court did conclude that he didn't have the right to do what he did, I think the court can see that he sincerely believes that he had the right to do so. That's based on his past experiences and the training he received in reference to the First Amendment. I don't think there's any intent from the defendant to engage in any wrongdoing in this case, Your Honor. And that being the case, especially because of the public policy interests at issue.
When you say he doesn't wish to engage in any wrongdoing, it seems to me from observing him in the video that he wants this. He wants to get arrested. He wants to get into an altercation with police officers.
Look at Chille nod.
This help to YouTube channel.
Yep, you see him nodding his head right there?
He called me, but he's thumbs up and down. So apparently he hates every law enforcement officer in the United States.
He's giving that thumbs up because he knows what the judge is saying is 100% accurate. And that plate of humble pie that he's about to be served is well deserved.
200%.
Please stand up, sir. Are you finished with the request for credit for time, sir?
I would just emphasize, Your Honor, that the defendant testified and he sincerely believes that he's providing a public service when he reviews and conducts these incidents.
Doesn't matter.
I understand the court may have a different view of that, but when we're talking
Nobody
about
asked him to do that shit.
Supervising people involved in government, I think that is something the court can take into consideration.
Mr. DeCastro, please stand. I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on Count
Fuck
1,
yeah.
90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on Count 2, to run consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know, Chille. Did you hear the word suspended come out of her mouth? Or were you too busy having a staring contest with your colon to hear what she had to say? Let me clarify for you. No, your sentence is not suspended, even though that's what the prosecution recommended. I told you calling that officer a pig in court was a bad idea.
Please stop right now.
Nice. Team away, boys! Chille going down. Down, down, down. 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 I thought Chille had to have double handcuffs. I thought Chille had to be double cuffed.
Guys, that's the end of the video.
Was that a lie too?
And Interpol in Europe again, trying not to get served by another.
Why am I not
Much
surprised?
deserved live stream tomorrow night, and I'd love for you to join me to come laugh at Chille. So if you like the video, hit the like button.
We'll be there,
Dislike, hit the
sir.
dislike. If
We'll be there.
Comment below and subscribe with notifications on, so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.
Serious question here, Patchy Bear. Serious question. When is the government really gonna honor their oath and keep us protected from those terrorists who are both foreign and fucking domestic? 'Cause let me tell you something. The domesticated ones are the worst fucking ones. 'Cause they're already here and they already know all our fucking secrets. And they're able to just go up in any city town hall with a camera and have it on a live stream, running a member-only thing where they're getting bribed with super chats to go harassing particular people and hunting down the mayor and getting everybody distracted to one side of the building and then following everybody out to the car to get their license plates on camera to add it to the video and make it even longer and to dox people and get people going after somebody outside the interwebs. It's ridiculous. Well, that is how they do. That's just how they do. We all know that. Yeah, maybe Gunner can help get word out there for us a little bit. Let the people know what a menace Chille is. Because the rest of us, our reach only goes so far. I mock Chille as his total opposite. I mean his total opposite in every sense of the meaning. What's that, squirrel? You're a fan of Gunner TV too? Awesome. That's awesome. Me too. I just hope YouTube and the algorithm is able to catch the lack of engagement coming from certain subscribers of Chili's, certain bot-related subscribers. You know they meet those pawns in jail, right, Squirrel? Yep, they turn them into copycats and pawns. It's like a grooming tactic that they use. They start with their love bombing, and they buy you a cell phone, and they give you a place to stay, and they'll even let you drive a car if you promise to click that live stream before you start the ignition. What they do is the very definition of driving for fucking commerce. Their live stream is linked to a merch store, and that merch store has got multiple people profiting off of it. Oh yeah, and the donations, of course. Like when they bribe them to stick their middle finger out the window. Just another tool in their tackle box of cop baiting. Yeah, I think I got enough squirrely videos for now. I don't know how I'm gonna get some more. I guess in a park, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna miss you guys awful lot. And you out this piece? And it's been real. You want the other one? No? Okay. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Been real. Been real. Would you like a peanut? Take it. Hey, Squirrel. Tell me, Squirrel, what do you think about Chille DeCastro getting denied bail? Been real. Go click on my subscribe button. You know you want to. Yeah. Been real.